Are you struggling to set listing appointments and seem to be getting a lot of listing leads but can't actually convert these people for you to come over and meet them in person, and then you see that home get listed on the market a couple weeks later? Well, hey, I'm going to be sharing exactly what me and my team do to get our foot in the door and ultimately set those listing appointments and then secure those listings. Hey everyone, it's Russell Mortlock here with the Apex Group. I'm super fired up to be bringing this content here for you on how to actually set listing appointments. It's a skill that's ultimately really undermined by a lot of people, where a lot of agents will focus on all the marketing, all these fancy presentations, where it doesn't really matter if you can't set those listing appointments from leads or potential past clients on the phone to get your foot in the door in order for you to actually get those listings. So let's break it down. I have a really simple approach to how we do this, and it's extremely effective. First and foremost, starting off is understanding where the source comes from. So was this person a past client? Was it a referral? Was it a brand new internet lead? Was it a cold call lead? Was it a door knocking lead? This typically depends on how you go about setting the appointment. So when you're dealing with a past client or referral, the uphill climb is a lot less in terms of getting your foot in the door. A lot of times these people are reaching out to you, or you're in touch with them, that you already have some sort of relationship. If you're dealing with, say, like a lead that just signed up on your website, or to someone you cold call or door knocking, you're going to have to set these a little bit more strategically, how you actually set those listing appointments. So here's where you have to build on your phone skills when you're talking to these people on the phone. And for me, I found being less pushy is the best way, and for have them to potentially invite us over in order to see the home and see exactly what it is. So that's why you need a dialed script on exactly what to say that builds intrigue, that gets these people to want to see what you can potentially offer them to get their home sold. So if you need help with that scripting and you want to see the exact script that I do, you're going to want to join the Apex group there, where I'll be able to provide you the exact script that I use to close these sales. So now let's getting back to setting the appointment on the phone. So this is where you'll hear me talk at great length, is setting those expectations and making sure that people really understand what the intent is and what you're actually going to do. Because you don't want to all of a sudden promise them something or say something, and then when they come over there, you just feel like you wasted their time. So what we do for setting those appointments is we do the recommendation close. So we've unpacked exactly with our scripting what their main motivation is. So when talking to them and they're really interested to see on what the value of their home is, and you find out, oh, they're downsizing, there's too much space. Our scripting for here is, hey, Mr. Seller, would it be right if I made a recommendation to you? And they always say, yeah, absolutely, you can make a recommendation to. The reason why you want to do this is they're going to be more open minded to what you say next, because they already agreed that they're going to listen to your recommendation. And what we say for someone who's downsizing, we say, hey, I understand that your house is now getting to be too much to take care of and you're interested in downsizing. A lot of times I find when we've helped all our people downsize their home is they don't quite understand the real estate process anymore and what it's actually going to look like. So they think that they're going to get enough from their home to buy a certain amount of property, when really that's not the case, and there's a few things that they don't understand, which ends up causing a really stressful process at the end of things. Would it be right if I came over for a quick coffee for 30 minutes? I can go over all these things in detail, give you an exact value of what your home's worth, and then that way you'll know where you're going to be at and what type of home you can afford. Does Tuesday or Thursday work better? You always give them the two options. So during our scripting, we always ask them, like, hey, what are they doing for work? What time are they typically home at? So then I know, okay, usually the morning they're a little bit free. So would Tuesday or Wednesday work for you? And then you just go to the line. Does 9 or 9:45 work for you? And then you book the appointment. But one of the most crucial points I've found is, as soon as you get the appointment, and something I used to personally do is couldn't get off the phone fast enough from these people. And so then I always make sure I reiterate back to them, because then I would set the appointment and then they would end up either canceling or just not wanting to go through it. So then I set it back on the phone where, okay, just so I can reframe and know exactly what we're expecting, is I'm just coming over to give you a price of your home and to give you exact real estate advice on what it's going to look like for you guys to downsize and what type of property you potentially can end up in. Does that sound about right? And you make them reframe and re-understand why you're coming over the appointment, because I'm sure every real estate agent has had it where you set that appointment, you get off the phone right away, and then they cancel on you. If you're someone that wants to learn more from me and exactly what we do to close these appointments, and especially maybe the recommendation close, and you want to get mentored from me firsthand, well, go to my description below. There's a link to my calendar. You can book a one-on-one call with me, and we're going to go over everything in detail, how I can help you improve your real estate business.